Massive breaking news, my friends. We got our first look at a little bit of Modern Warfare 2, this year's Call of Duty. Now, I know a lot of people are kind of, a little bit on the fence, right? Especially after Vanguard. But if there's one thing that we got going for us, it's the fact that Modern Warfare 2 has a lot of pressure on it to live up to the expectations from those of us who played the game originally, the original Modern Warfare 2 back in the day. There is a lot of pressure. So welcome back, my friends, to another video here on the channel. Be sure to leave a like if you guys enjoy this one. Subscribe for more gaming content. We talk about the games, play the games here on the channel. I decided to do a little bit of a shorter kind of news video, just talking about this than what we typically do. But I really wanted to talk about this because it's pretty freaking hype. So we got a little kind of animation, if you will, revealing the logo, and then we got the actual logo itself, and it's so freaking clean, man. I also want to quickly discuss this as well, but let's go ahead, throw up the little animation, if you will, up on screen. You guys can see it. It's so freaking cool, dude. So it has that kind of little effect that is reminiscent of the original Modern Warfare 2, that kind of sound with the night vision goggles and whatnot, and then it flips into that M2W. They turned the MW, that the way they designed the logo for the Modern Warfare 2019 reboot, the way they designed it, it had a little bit of a space in the right side of the M and the left side of the W, and they turned those lines into the 2, which I think is absolutely genius. I'm gonna quickly play it up on screen with the full audio so you guys can actually hear it in its entirety, and then we'll come back right after that. Check it out. So tell me that doesn't sound absolutely nostalgic and absolutely incredible. It just gives you the chills, man. If you know, you know. In the little like kind of green swirl and stuff, they do kind of briefly show Task Force 141 kind of briefly up on screen. I'll show you guys that right now so you guys can see, but it's very faint, but you do see it in there. It's a little hard to see, but it's in there. Task Force 141. So it's pretty freaking hype. And then the actual logo just on a plain black background, it looks really clean. And of course, if you put hashtag Modern Warfare 2 on Twitter, there is a little like Modern Warfare 2 logo emoji or whatever beside it, which is pretty cool as well. So everybody's wondering, what is this game going to be like? I mean, listen, Modern Warfare 2019, a lot of people did enjoy it for what it was. It was a pretty successful Call of Duty. If I recall right, it might have been one of the biggest Call of Duties of all time. There was some, obviously at the end of the day, there was some things that people didn't like about the game. And I'm hoping that those things, get a little bit, changed for the sequel. There's also the fact that, in my opinion, what made Modern Warfare 2, the original, so great and just so fun is the fact that it was broken. They weren't so heavily focused on making everything overbalanced and super competitive and all that crap that they do nowadays. And that's kind of the thing that really drives me nuts now, is because they are so heavily focused on the competitive side of things. And I get it, there's esports, but at the same time, the majority of players don't necessarily want to get super sweaty and competitive. And that's part of what I just don't like about what Call of Duty's become recently. And it's part of what has kind of driven me away from it, is that I just want to jump in and have some good times, grind up, grind for prestiges, which I really hope they bring back. I really hope they bring back classic prestiging for this game, and it's not what the prestige system was in the first game, because the first game's prestige, I guess ranking system, if you will, wasn't really much of a prestige system, which is not good. It was just, it was not good. I didn't like it at all, and so I hope that changes personally, and allow some things to be broken, man. Like, loosen the reins a little bit. It's all good, man. Think about what made MW2 so great. Yeah, people were complaining, oh, I got noob tube, stupid noob tubers. But at the end of the day, that's also part of what made it fun. If I got noob tubed, it was annoying, but it was also fun. It was part of just what the game was. It was nuts. It was chaotic. It was hectic. It was all over the place. If you used the noob tube, it was fun to piss other people off. Just see how angry people get, just, trolling them with the noob tube. The fact that streaks were so overpowered, not overpowered in a bad sense. Like they were powerful streaks. They did what they were supposed to do. And they would shred. They would absolutely shred, enemies. If you got a hair Harrier, you could just chill out. Harrier would get some kills, and that would count towards your next kill streak, which often was the Pavlo. And then you get the Pavlo, you call that in, it shreds a bunch more people, and then all of a sudden you're on like this crazy kill streak, and then you got a nuke. How many times do you really see nukes in Call of Duty anymore? You barely ever see it, and it sucks. That was part of what made it so fun, is dropping nukes, you know, left and right, you know, having this nuke count in your, you know, Xbox 360 bio, and you know, trying to see how many nukes you got compared to how many nukes, you know, your friends got. That was just part of the fun, man. Bring it back, man. Make Call of Duty great again the way it used to be. You know, make it the way we remember it, you know? And yeah, it's gonna annoy some people, some sweaty kids that just want to be, you know, super competitive all the time. Who cares? And then for esports, you can have specific rule sets that, you know, if there's noob tubes, for example, no noob tubes in esports. There you go. There's your solution, you know, but just cater a little bit more to the casual players, man. Cater a little bit more to the players that really just wants, you know, this game to be great and to feel like we did back in the day. I want to just be, you know, I just want to have fun grinding a Call of Duty game again. I don't want to be like it was, you know, in the past few years, where it's just like, it's the same circle of super overly balanced competitiveness. It's just, and we're spinning circles and circles. I don't know, man. I'm not interested in that personally. I know a lot of people generally have left Call of Duty because of that. A lot of my friends have started to like die off it. Even some of the most hardcore Call of Duty players that I've known for a while, some of them even have stopped playing the game because they're just like, dude, what is this, man? It's not cool anymore, you know? And especially when you have like freaking clowns running around the map, it's like, it doesn't even make sense anymore even. And it's just like, it's disappointing because a lot of us, we are huge COD fans. We really do love the game. We just don't love the game that it is today, the state of the game it is today. So, here's to hoping that, you know, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 this year really does something different. I tweeted out that, you know, this could either become the greatest Call of Duty of all time, or one of the greatest Call of Duties of all time, or it could become one of the greatest flops in gaming history, because there's that much pressure on this title. Because the veterans know, man, those of us who played back in the day when the original MW2, we understand this is a reboot. We understand this isn't a remake, you know, per se, but at the same time, just having that title, you know, attached to it, that adds a lot of pressure, man, a lot of pressure. And if this game doesn't live up to the expectations, I mean, I'm not trying to put, you know, unrealistic expectations on the developers. I know they already probably feel a lot of pressure, but it matters, man. This game's got to slap. It's got to hit hard. It's got to be what people hope for it to be, or it's going to be the biggest flop. And I think it's going to be detrimental to killing off a huge chunk of even more players than not. It could be a successful game that sells very well because people are hoping it's great. But if, you know, people buy it and then you see that the numbers go down, you know, pretty quickly after launch because it's not the game that people expected, that's a big oof. So I'm desperately hoping this game hits, man, and it hits hard, and it really does feel what we hope for it to be. So time will tell, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what you hope to see from this title. I know I kind of went on a little bit of a rant just based off a logo reveal, but I had a lot that I wanted to share about, you know, this game. So let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys very soon in another one. Stay safe, stay well. Until then, game on.